What's going on, guys? It's your boy Brady, and I'm re-uploading this because the mic was doing something weird in my last commentary. It was like spiking and it was getting really annoying. And so, for those of you who watched the first one, or if you started watching and you got annoyed, like I started watching my gameplay over, and I was like, "Wow, my voice is really annoying." And then so I did it with this mic, and it sounded fine. So I'm doing it again with this mic, and so if you were one of the people who started watching but then like stopped watching because of the horrible thing the mic was doing, so this is for you. If you watched the whole way through, but like you really didn't enjoy it, then I don't want you to keep that like when you think of this M.O.A.B, I don't want you to think, oh, it was that commentary where his voice, like the mic was lagging and I couldn't really understand what he was saying. So, I'm gonna talk about something different this time actually. So I want to talk about like new games, like especially new Call of Duty games. So the other day it was actually really quite interesting. I don't know how I got to it, but I was watching really old like machinima videos, like just to let you know, it was like 2009, like 3 years ago, machinima videos, and people were posting Modern Warfare 2 gameplays, and I was watching some of Hutch's gameplays, and if you guys have been around for long in the YouTube Call of Duty, there was this guy called Sneaky Mode, who was one of my favorite commentators back then, but he doesn't post anymore. I don't know why. But I was watching one gameplay where it's Sneaky Mode is appearing on Hutch's channel in Machinima, and they're like talking about Modern Warfare 2 and comparing to COD 4, and I'm pretty sure this video is the one I watched is probably like 2-3 months into Modern Warfare 2, because they were actually saying that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was better than COD 4, and so Hutch was like, in this I was watching some of my old COD 4 gameplays and everyone using Juggernaut or Martyrdom, and just because they're death streaks now in the game and you can get him as a perk, I feel like this is a superior game, and I was just like laughing at it. I was like, wait till like another month and people will start using new tubes and everyone's gonna go back to COD 4. So I want to talk about like the rinse and repeat process, like history, like my opinion repeats itself. So if we like take that, and so when Modern Warfare 2 came out, everyone was like, oh no, Juggernaut, no Martyrdom, awesome, this is clearly a superior game. But then new tubes came out and everyone was bitching about new tubes, and no one, and like as people started going back to COD 4, and so at the beginning everyone thought that Modern Warfare 2 was superior, and then they went back to COD 4 because it was, I don't know how to explain it. It was just like people started like people will always like bitch about the game. It's just gonna happen. Like in my opinion, I think for a healthy Call of Duty, for a healthy Call of Duty experience, you need to be switching between Call of Duties. You can't just play one, or you're gonna get really, really like dissatisfied. And so the same process, in my opinion, happened. Like Modern Warfare 3 came out, and the noob tubes were horrible. Especially strike packages was new. We had a Last Stand, but people were already used to it, and so people were saying that this is clearly a superior game than Modern Warfare 2, because there's no noob tubes and one-man army and all that junk. But now, like we're in the third month, so I'm doing math here, people. Don't judge me. So 7 months later, has it been 7 months? So no, it came out in November. That was the 9th month, not 8th month. So 6 months later, damn, it's been 6 months. No, November. It came out in November, or yeah. So it came out in November, then December. No, it's been 4 months. What am I doing? What am I talking about? So 4 months ago, people were saying that this game was amazing and it's gonna be the best Call of Duty. And I'm not saying that it's not, but in my opinion, I'm not saying that it's not for some people, but in my opinion, it's not. The game's broken. There's like spawn systems, Dead Man's Hand. And actually, guys, I've been having a really good time. I haven't played as much, but I've been having a really good time in Modern Warfare 3. I've not seen that. Like, I'm just thinking about this as I talk. I have not seen someone use Dead Man's Hand in a while. So I'm kind of really excited about that right now. I just noticed that I've seen Last Stand. I haven't seen Dead Man's Hand though. So I'm hoping that the community, like, I don't know if they took it out because I really don't use, like, I don't change my death streaks. I only use juiced because I think it's like I think it's a really good death streak because it like lets you push up, like if your team's getting like murked. So in my opinion, I think that's the best death streak because it's not harming the other team, but it can help your team. So if that makes any sense to any of you, I encourage Juiced. And look at that awesome Reaper explosion. It sounded like the Reaper made that explosion. My nuclear Reaper. What do you got? I got nuclear Reapers. So, um, so I think that it's up to the community, like the Call of Duty community, both on Xbox and PS3, to say no, we're not going to use that. In the same way that people started the "Don't Revive Me, Bro." There were like people who wouldn't revive people in Second Chance and Black Ops, I believe. I don't know. I never heard of it until like later. So, what do you guys think? Do you think it's up to the community? Do you think that Infinity Ward needs to change things? I personally think that the game is pretty balanced. Like, I don't really have any problems except with the death streaks. And yeah, so I cut the gameplay till like my last life because I don't know. I just wanted to keep it short and concise. So guys, today's Sunday. I will be posting a sniper mob tomorrow. And yeah, so I will be talking about something very interesting next time. So, if you enjoy this gameplay with the new mic, tell me if this sounds better. And yeah, so the game's coming to an end, you guys. It's $1.99 and AssalT M.O.A.B. 3 paved lows, 1 life. Pretty beast, and here we're gonna catch a 2-piece by Dominate Elite, my cousin. One with a grenade, and then we're both using the G36 because it's an amazing gun. So guys, Ready Elite out.